cores don't need to be maxed to be successful in Prime League hard mode. Yes, I think you know who this is. Obviously, this is mine.
I think this is my one.
No. This is not yours. You said the opposite, actually.
Oh,
So
opposite.
I thought
So
cores
I'm
don't
gonna
need to be
right
maxed.
now.
This is already mine. Before you even put yours in, I'd already put this in. And I was like, I'm putting mine in. So this is the counter argument, you see. So you say that cores need to be maxed. That's sort of your standpoint. Mine is that they don't. I think I'm a testament to that. So, I'm quite a high level player, and not before last weekend where I had to spend on my cores because I had far too many because of the bundles that I bought. But I had no cores. Like I had my EO cores max, my volatile mixtures cores max, things like that. I didn't have a single prime core past 18. Not a single one.
I think I'm thinking defense minded.
Even defense, I don't think you do.
Well,
so
no, but you had a video not too recent there where you started to be base 5 on a regular basis, right?
Yeah.
When you're on holidays, and you're like, oh damn, I guess I better put a few more extra levels and that's the difference. When you're a regular base 5 commander, right? You want to give your best chance, right? You're the last line. You're protecting the most points. Every 0.5% it matters, right? On those billbot calls, those ranges can be stupid at max. It's like the 400 something %, right? Like versus a level 15. Level 15 is pretty easy to get to on every single type of call, right? It's the last 5 levels of G medals that are depending if it's whatever. So it's expensive, but from a defense mind, I think you just need to be maxed. You're trying to give the very best that you can on a defense mind. Attacking is different. Attacking is different. I suppose this is going to come down to the whole technicality again. Let's just try a general statement that, yeah, I just think from a defense, everything should always be maxed. Offense, you can get away with not being maxed.
Well,
Can I have a crack at this?
Yeah, shoot, go.
So here's the thing. So there's different levels to when you need to go max out and when you don't. I think if you told me on defensively that I can max out like a laser ricochet and it's just gonna just bounce off to half the people on the team, I say that's a good investment. If they told me I was gonna go use if I was gonna use one of those everybody's using the healing on the MDS.
Self-repair.
I think that, and you max that out, I think that you have an advantage. Now, offensively, there's going to be a handful of cores that you need. If you tell me that I'm going to go do a maxed out, and I try to max out one of each core that I have on for each class on offense. So if I take a maxed out EO core and I go put it on blast off, I believe that's Firefly for you guys. Is that correct?
Yep.
And that's the difference between me being able to get a one shot in. Do I need to max that out? Absolutely. And I'll take one of each. And if I need to change it, I would rather go take the Energon and substitute than I would to go max out something else and put it on another bot and just keep it sitting there comfortably on that bot. So it depends on the situation. But I think that I'm kind of in the middle on this one. I think that you might need to max out certain cores. You might not need to max out other cores. But if I had an opportunity to, I'd max out one of each, and then I let the rest sit and fuse them.
Well, I think Wozza's has with the Jetfire issue, right? That's coming up lately. Because obviously he's your one-shot jet.
Right.
So yeah, there's some cores that are world max. So yeah, EO cores, volatile mixtures, where it gives you a definitive, advantage of being a one shot. So yeah, that needs maxing, no doubt. But my standpoint is that how many cores does it take to say get a prime core from 18 to 20? How many gym metals? 12?
52.
No, just from 18 to 20. Just on 2 levels.
18 to 20.
20 cores, say. Just roughly, let's say 20 cores. Let's just say 20 cores. We could probably agree it's quite a few cores.
You know he's got it.
Right.
he got in
Let's
this.
say he's going to try it now, obviously. Let's say it's 15, 20 cores, somewhere around then. Okay. So that's for one prime core. So I'm a player now. I've got all my cores at 80, which I had. And then people are saying to me, you need to max them out. 20 cores times 5 prime cores in my team, 100 G metals. Someone's going to spend 100 G metals to get 1% more healing on a Micronus. An extra ability point every 1 second out of 10 for Alpha Trion. It's not worth the 100 G metals that person's got to try and find and put in. And how many cores are they losing that they can invest in something else? Okay. It's just a lot of cores to level up for that 1%.
Here's the stupid numbers, and this is always going to be a prime core issue, just the prime cores, right?
Yeah.
So, as I said, to level 15 is that easy point, right? So cores work on experience points. So, as an example, a level 1 G metal core is 900 XP. To go from level 1 to level 15 is 9,870 XP. Let's just say round numbers, it's 11 metal cores, right?
Which is still quite a few.
Yeah, it's decent, right?
Yeah.
But to go from the last 5 levels will cost you 41 G metal cores. Yeah. I'm not saying that the cost is great. I hate the cost. It's something that I brought up lately again in our PT chats, but it kind of just flew on, but whatever. But it's like, so we're talking like, say, the Alpha Trion core, right? Gaining a point. So 1 level is half a second. It's hard in a battle to, let alone, like, what's half a second difference, right? It's only when if it's, I think it started at maybe every 15 seconds, or no, maybe every 12 or 13 seconds is what the very low level of Alpha Trion was. Whereas a max 1 nets you a point every 8.5 seconds. So there's almost like, say, 4 seconds difference or whatever it is, right?
Right.
The cost to get that is massive. I'm never going to agree that that's a fair price. And a lot of people are going to see this pain in fusion cost when the new prime cores on defense drop. It sucks. It really does. And it's why people need a hoard so badly, because it might be all good to have 4,000 premiums hanging around, but you might be lucky to get a third of that of defense material. And then that, to try and fuse a prime core past level 15, good luck. Right? And that's the real problem here.
Well, but back to the point is, you don't need to have max cores to be successful, though. I'm sure there's plenty of players like myself that don't have max cores that are still successful. I gotta admit, though, after that argument, I'm kind of more like that, even though it's mine. Like, if we're talking offense, then yeah, I don't think you need them at all. I think defense,
and I'll agree with that.
If you're base 5 especially, I've got to live by my own rule that I kind of agree that you do need max cores, really, if you're on defense. If you're a commander. Definitely. I mean, I say to people all the time that don't worry about maxing your defense cores out. Offense is much more important, because the chances of really stopping people in a war is quite low. Let's be honest, for most people. So, if everyone gets 300, and if one team all concentrated on defense and one team all concentrated on offense, and they both forgot the other side, the offense team would win, because they will all score 300 no matter what. If you max out all your defenses, they will mostly get 300s. If the other team concentrates on defense and doesn't concentrate on offense, they'll lose a war. So offense is always more important in that sense. So
I'll tell you what, though, even like, and now listening to you guys talk about it, even on defense, even if you're a commander, like I'm a commander over there, in my alliance, and we rotate still. But like, let's look at it like this. Now that you can rotate up to 3 bases in, you don't need it. In defense, you don't need really anything as much more as you did. You can just, with appropriate tactics, I should say, and you can go in there and you can add in, and you can rotate your base. You don't necessarily need, you can probably live around 15 to 16 defensively and be okay, because you'll just rotate another base in, they might work. I have some bases that work better than others on my account.
Yeah, most of
So
mine are
I
18. So it's not like I'm like level 12, 15. I mean, they're at 18.
no,
I'm just saying
yeah, I
that
mean
18 to 20
even at
mark,
18,
it's
I
expensive.
say 15 because that's where you start to feel the pinch a little bit. You get to
Yeah.
15, anywhere past that, and you're just like, oh man, like this is costing me a lot. But yeah, if you get to 18, I think you definitely golden. I've seen a lot of times on your videos when you're like 18. But yeah, I actually got more convinced in the opposite direction through your argument that hey, maybe I don't need to do that as much defensively.
So what do we
And I
think?
and I never was convinced offensively.
I'm more
I
like
just
that.
take one of each.
I'm more like that. I'm more a bit on the fence
Yeah.
now of maxing
I,
cores out. What do you think?
I was thumbs up, but maybe I'll go like that too. I was all the way. Oh,
And,
I was thumb. I thought you did need to use it, but now I'm like here.
and Tex from the smirk, I think, is still putting a thumbs up.
Yeah, I still think just to be on the safe side, right? You know what this is? This is like need a medic.